how can we be able to sort this out? Yes, thank you for pushing that button, Asante Sana Jemo. Great. I'm trying to move my slides, guys. I'm stuck a bit. Just 1 second. Let me see if I'll be able to move them. And yes, great. My slides. So great. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we start and I try to figure how these slides are going to move, yes, we'll be talking about health and wellness. And of course, everyone's goal is to remain healthy if you're healthy. And of course, if you have a condition that's disturbing you, the key thing is to get a solution for it. And we found the solution. We found the solution that is going to be able to help you. And it's 100% non-intrusive and non-invasive. And also, dare I say, actually, because this is a fact, it's 100% free of harmful radiation. So we don't give you pills to pop. You know, we don't give you injections. We don't use any scalpels, but we help deal with the root cause. And the root cause is, of course, the cell. We go to the cell where everything starts. Yes. Now, those are my socials. So feel free to scan any of these and be able to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and in LinkedIn. Yes. So we'll be talking about care. And this is the most powerful terahertz frequency therapy today that we're going to use to be able to enhance your health. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to issue this disclaimer as we move on. And the disclaimer is that, I want you to know that it's not a medical device. It's a household device that, yes, you get to use. The beauty is it deals with your cells. It's able to help your cells to rejuvenate so that we can return your health. And why this is because we are looking at the days gone by. Those days, people used to live a good life, healthy, nice, and they age gracefully and, pass away peacefully. Okay? But nowadays, after people turn 50, they start having issues. They start experiencing conditions. In fact, I hear people joking, and unfortunately, it's not a good joke because they say after you turn 50, you will always feel like a pain. Yeah? If it's not here, it's here. If it's not here, it's here. Whatever, And in fact, there was a joke that was going around that people were saying, if you wake up and you're not experiencing any pain anywhere, please check because you might be dead. I mean, it's not a good joke. And I want to state this. It's not supposed to be normal to experience pain. No, it's not normal. Whether you're 50, whether you're 70, whether you're 80 or even 90, pain is not supposed to be normal. Of course, it's been made to look like it's normal because of our lifestyle of nowadays. And because, of course, it's widespread where people are suffering, from a certain age due to, of course, the modern lifestyle. But it's not supposed to be like that. Yes. Of course, if you look at the numbers, the reports, numbers don't lie. The world's leading causes of death, most of them are actually lifestyle caused, okay? Because of the way the life is today. Is that supposed to be normal? Our answer is that it's supposed to be. No, it's not supposed to be normal. Why is humanity getting sicker due to the modern lifestyle? Now, is there a solution? Yes, there's a solution. Are you in pain? Are there people who are in pain? Yes, people are experiencing sickness, they're experiencing pain, they're experiencing all kinds of things. By the time it reaches 4 p.m., people are fatigued. People are sleeping on their desks, people are sleeping on the road when they're driving. I mean, it's not good. Okay. And it's just because of the lifestyle and also because of the kind of foods that we eat. In fact, today we had a very good discussion here with Prof. Priscilla, where we were saying the miracles will start in the kitchen. So if you're on this call today, I want you to know miracles will start in the kitchen. If you fix your kitchen and then you add our 3 solutions that we're talking about tonight, okay? Yes, our 3 solutions, which is Care, OxyTap, okay? Oxytab for oxygenation, okay? And of course, the bio for earthing. Then, without a doubt, you're going to be able to solve these solutions. You're going, or rather, these problems, okay? Yes, pain will be a thing of the past. If you want to say goodbye to pain, if you experience any kind of pain, I want you to know you've reached the right place with us. Yes. And I want to start here. This is what I mentioned in the beginning. There's a secret healing system in our body that no one is talking about. And that is exactly what us at Prive we do. At Prive, we sort out, can we take the body back to where God intended? God's intention was the body is supposed to fix itself. Any conditions or anything that comes by, the body was able actually to be able to fix itself, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now, let me go and play this video so that you can see how God made our body and how that system is supposed to be able to sort itself. So allow me to go through. First of all, I need to go to the settings so that I'm able to play this video. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, we are there. Then, yep. Karibuni sana. Let me see video. Where are we supposed to play this video? Mhm. Okay, please make sure you add volume on your side. And you let me know whether you can hear the volume. Yes, I started playing it now. Let me know if you can hear. Can you hear this
Whenever there
video?
is an injury or a
Sorry,
challenge
guys.
to an organ or tissue, a whole process of renewal takes place in the body
Someone
to
confirm to
help
me if you can hear the
restore
video.
optimal
One of
health.
the admins.
Whenever there is an
Yeah, we
injury
can, we can.
You can, eh? Fantastic. Thank you very much. Now let's start it from fresh.
Whenever there is an injury or a challenge to an organ or tissue, a whole process of renewal takes place. Whenever there is an injury or a challenge to an organ or tissue, a whole process of renewal takes place in the body to help restore optimal health. Soon after the injury, the affected tissue releases specific compounds that travel through the blood to the bone marrow. When the compounds released by the injured tissue reach the bone marrow, these messengers tell the stem cells in the bone marrow to divide and create new stem cells, which are then released from the bone marrow into the bloodstream. Slowly, the number of stem cells increases in the blood circulation. At the same time, the affected tissue releases another compound called stromal-derived factor 1, or SDF1, that attracts stem cells. As stem cells circulate in the fine blood vessels of the affected tissue and sense the presence of this compound, they stop in the blood flow and migrate into the tissue. Inside the tissue, stem cells slowly migrate to the very site of injury where SDF1 is being secreted. When they reach the site of the injury and come into contact with the damaged tissue, stem cells begin to multiply and then slowly transform into cells of that tissue. Through this process of amplification, one stem cell can become thousands of tissue cells. It is through this natural process of renewal that the body maintains optimal health every day of our lives. More stem cells in circulation means that more stem cells are available to participate in the process of tissue repair.
BK, the video has frozen.
Whenever there is an injury or a challenge to an organ or tissue, a whole process of renewal takes place in the body to help restore optimal health. Soon after the injury, the affected tissue releases specific compounds that travel through the blood to the bone marrow. When the compounds released by the injured tissue reach the bone marrow, these messengers tell the stem cells in the bone marrow to divide and create new stem cells, which are then released from the bone marrow into the bloodstream. Slowly, the number of stem cells increases in the blood circulation. At the same time, the affected tissue releases another compound called stromal-derived factor 1, or SDF1, that attracts stem cells. As stem cells circulate in the fine blood vessels of the affected tissue and sense the presence of this compound, they stop in the blood flow and migrate into the tissue. Inside the tissue, stem cells slowly migrate to the very site of injury where SDF1 is being secreted. When they reach the site of the injury and come into contact with the damaged tissue, stem cells begin to multiply and then slowly transform into cells of that tissue. Through this process of amplification, one stem cell can become thousands of tissue cells. It is through this natural process of renewal that the body maintains optimal health every day of our lives. More stem cells in circulation means that more stem cells are available to participate in the process of tissue repair.
Okay. So yes, I think you've seen the video, and that is the natural healing system that is within each one of us. As you can see, God, of course, is a genius. He had made the body in a way that actually it will be able to heal itself. Ladies and gentlemen, what our iTerra Care devices do is basically just to fast track that process. That's what we do. And that is why when people ask me, Benard, you mean this gadget is able to heal almost everything? Yes. Why? Because we are dealing with the root cause, the cells. That's where we are going. When we talk about oxygenation, we are filling in the cells intracellular so that they have 2/3 of water the way they are meant to be. If we talk about the iTerra Care, it's able to revitalize those cells so they're able to move faster and go to the places where they are required. So whether you're suffering from diabetes, arthritis, gout, prostate health, varicose veins, memory, joint pain, knee pain, any of those conditions or anything else that, of course, we are able to sort out with iTerra Care. Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look no further. Speak to the person who invited you, because your body is basically just a block of energy. And if you look on the bottom left of my screen, you'll be able to see the cells, and that's where everything starts. And that's exactly what we are treating. The future of medicine was going to be frequencies. That's what Albert Einstein said. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no future. We're already in the future. And that is why our gadgets do the frequency therapy on your body, and you get all these issues resolved. Dr. Anthony Holland said, or rather from their research, they've seen that, cancer cells are vulnerable and can shatter when exposed to certain frequency range. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now this range is called the terahertz frequency. That's where you can see it on your screen. And the reason for terahertz frequency is because it actually vibrates at the same frequency as our body cells. All right. So in case you had any question on why terahertz, and again, it's safe to use. All right. It's completely non-ionizing. Now, there's a lot of scientific data on terahertz and human health. Yes, probably we might not be knowing much about it because not a lot of information is brought to us, the common Mwananchi out there. Remember, there is, of course, a lot of interest when it comes to human health. And that is why we always say, ladies and gentlemen, let your health be in your hands. Let you be in control. Let's not follow what the masses are doing. Let's not follow what we are told that this is what we are supposed to do. These are the vaccines we are supposed to take. And then just down the line, we realize that these vaccines were actually unnecessary, or in fact, they are harmful to us and stuff like that. The beauty is, if there was any harm that was to be caused by the vaccines that we took a few years ago, I think you all know what I'm talking about. There's a way this can be resolved. Speak to the person who invited you so that they tell you the solution that we are offering of triology, ladies and gentlemen, that can be able to reverse the effects of those vaccines. I know majority of people know what we are talking about. There are people who started experiencing pain on one side, others experiencing some conditions that probably they can't be able to explain. Ladies and gentlemen, the beauty is the science is on our side. These are the three machines that we use, the Pro and the Premium Plus, as well as the one in the middle, which is a classic. Ladies and gentlemen, there are fakes out there as well. So as you look at this, and then you probably go online and you find any that are cheaper. They are cheaper for a reason. It's because they are probably not the right ones. But if you have any that, of course, is a different price from the price you are told by the person who invited you to this call, I would like to invite you to our office where we've got the machine that it's able to measure for harmful radiation, and it's able to check for you so that, of course, you're not in harm's way. Now, let's talk about success stories, of course, of people who've been able to use this. We've got Doreen, our friend Doreen. I don't know if Doreen is on the call. Doreen, if you're on the call, you'll just be able to open your mic and let me know that you're around. Yeah, so Doreen was suffering from breast cancer and sent home for palliative care, got to discover Care, and started using it. And she was able to be relieved of pain and was able to sleep, after a long, yes, after a long time, ladies and gentlemen, and the Premium Plus Care has actually been able to help her. We, of course, support her also with water, where we send her some 10 bottles of Oxytap water every week, and she'll be able to tell you exactly how she's experiencing comfort. Then we've got Esther. Esther was suffering from severe edema, uric acid, and high cholesterol. And she got one of the Cares and experienced remarkable results within weeks. The swelling in her feet disappeared completely, and now she's pain-free. Yes, one day we'll get her onto the call. Mrs. Musella, yes, again, same. In fact, she was but after only 1 month of Care, and after the second month, she was actually able to resume a normal life, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Lillian. I don't know if Lillian is on the call. Lillian, if you're on the call, you can also be able to unmute yourself and just tell us your story. Significantly aided to recovery. And then I've got my friend Priscilla. Priscilla, are you on the call? Maybe Priscilla, if you're on the call, you'll be able to unmute yourself and you can tell us. Priscilla, I don't know if you've been able to get home yet. Priscilla, are you able to unmute yourself, Priscilla? Let me look for her. Priscilla. Yes, Priscilla. Priscilla, are you able to unmute yourself? Yeah, Priscilla was telling me.
She's saying you wait a little from the chat platform.
Okay. Okay, great. Then let's move on. Yeah, okay, great. All right, guys, we'll be able to move on. But what I'd like to do is probably to ask, of course, maybe anyone who is on the call and has been able to experience the miracles of Iteracare, be able to tell us. Yeah, I can see Kiraithe. And Kiraithe, are you able to tell us about your experience with Iteracare? Great. Okay, as we wait for Kiraithe, I can see my friend Rooney. Rooney, I can see you on the call. Rooney, Ama you disappeared again. Rooney, I would like you to tell us about the autistic child that you guys were able to help. Rooney?
Yeah. Yes. Hope
Yes,
I'm clear.
sir.
Am I clear?
Loud and clear.
Okay, so we were having a child called Israel Mushindi. He was about 7 years old. And Israel was suffering from something we call tuberous sclerosis. Now, this is a genetic it's a genetic disorder that attacks each and every organ, attacking it with tumors, and now the cerebral palsy. So Israel was an orphan because we had him from our children's home, and now we had to go with him in our facility. Now I'm talking about Dr. Cynthia's facilities, and that's when he started his medication. Now it's regenerative medication, where we were using some supplements, specifically alfalfa, nanocalcium, and the prostem cells. And still we were using the Iteracare, which was part of his daily therapy. Actually, he was undergoing 5 therapies per day during the first week. And now using the supplements within the first week, from a kid who could no longer walk because even his flesh, his muscles they were eaten out, because you could see the size of his feet were like the size of an arm. So within 1 week, we could see even the muscle coming back. We could see him becoming fleshy, and he could now start to move. And within the second week, Israel could now start to walk again. So we believe that the power of regenerative medication is in addressing each and every cell, because any DNA, the solution was DNA is something that replicates, and now trying to address the 10 to 100 trillions of cells with the same DNA conventionally using surgery, that's something very difficult, cannot be addressed in any way. So the regenerative medication, the Iteracare, if you illuminate a frequency that will allow DNA, which is this acid that defines growth and development patterns. So in the case of DNA disorder, is defining abnormal growth and development patterns. But in this side of stimulating normal and development patterns, even the abnormal DNA has to conform to this other side. So no matter the replication of the DNA, we have something to align it to the normal growth and development pattern. So Israel right now, he's a kid who goes to school, he can walk, he can even run, and even perform some chores. So we believe that the power of the Iteracare in doing that, we really thank the Lord and Thrive International. Thank you very much, Mr. Benard.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Rooney. Yes, I don't know if there's anyone else who is on the call who probably has experienced the miracles of Iteracare, so they can tell us. But I'll be moving on as we speak about this. Terahertz frequency, yes, there have been a number of reports that, of course, show about the different devices. We have the Iteracare Pro, as you can see, Iteracare Premium as well. And yeah, so I want to move on to here so that you can be able to see exactly what Iteracare does to your cells, because I was talking about the root cause. So when you look at this, the cell on the extreme left, that's how our normal cells look like. But when it's unwell, this is how it looks like. on the second one. But now when it undergoes terahertz frequency, it's an optimized cell and goes back looking as good as how it was in the beginning, which is awesome. So that's the magic of terahertz frequency, as you can see. Great. Now we've got 5 main features of iTeracare. The first one is penetration. Heat up the bone marrow, it's able to clear blockage. It's able to actually penetrate 20 to 30 centimeters, all right? And this promotes blood and QI circulation. It increases the body temperature and strengthens your immunity, thereby aiding the recovery of the body, right? Then we move on. Remember, it's able to activate the stem cells in the bone marrow, and we blow directly to the spine to activate the stem cells, as per the diagram that you can see there. And as you know, of course, with this, it's connected to all your body organs, all right? There are many benefits of hitting the body. It's able to boost your immune system, increase your metabolic activity. It's able also to soften connective tissues, relax your muscle fibers, and also it's a powerful painkiller. You know, just a few minutes ago, as we had started this Zoom, we had someone who walked in here and she had quite a bit of pain on her legs. And now as she's walking out, she's saying, am I imagining it? Or is it that I'm pain-free? So those are the things we are talking about. Then activation, it's able to activate inactive cells through resonance, all right? Then identification. It stops the growth of abnormal or mutated cells, ladies and gentlemen. Then number 4 is safety. I talked about radiation. They've got zero harmful radiation. So our iTeracare is non-ionizing, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Then we've got a lot of safety inspection reports. Feel free to take a screenshot of that. The beauty of technology of today is that you can actually be able to translate all this into the language that you like. Yes, you can go to English, or for our friends who are in Paris, you can also translate this directly into French. So let's move on. And many other certifications as well. Feel free to take a screenshot. Then we even give you more reassurance on safety. Thank you. Let me just take a sip of oxygen water. That's water infused with oxygen. Product liability insurance of over $1 million. No one has come forth to claim this yet. That is, in the event that you feel your condition has been worsened by using the machines, you can actually go and claim up to $1 million because the company has insured that. Then feature number 5, it's user-friendly. It's user-friendly, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone can be able to be trained within a few minutes, and they can be able to use this gadget in their homes by themselves without the help of any professional. And there are quite a number of benefits of iTeracare. It eliminates unhealthy cells, activates inert cells. It also increases self-healing ability. Then also it's able to clear meridian and lymph points, ladies and gentlemen. It's able also to improve microcirculation, regulate glands, remove excess body fluid, as well as improve blood circulation. All this, without saying, goes towards your well-being. So yes, as we are looking at 360 wellness for you and your loved ones. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you this. Your health is the most important. Your health is the most important part of your life. Because when the health is not there, I want you to know this. Everything else will stop. Oh yes, it will stop. Imagine if you're hospitalized. The business you're chasing has to stop. Let's make sure you don't get to that level. If you're in this call and you're well, the best thing to invest in today is iTeracare and OxyTap, so that we ensure you remain that way. It's for preventative purposes, all right? Yes. I want you to know this. 1 hour of iTeracare therapy is equal to 40 times massage When we say that it penetrates 20 to 30 centimeters, we mean it. Then, is it safe for everyone? Okay, yes, it is. But for pregnant women and women also who are on their periods, it's advised that you don't use it. So, but if you have a stent in your heart, you can use it, but don't blow directly. If you've got a lens implanted in your eye, you can use it, but don't blow directly into the eye. If you have an open wound, again, don't blow directly onto the wound. If you have a stent in your heart, not direct. Also, if you've got any objects implanted in you, you don't blow directly. Now, this gadget is only 3 years, so in case you've not heard about it, and also you're wondering, this revolutionary technology, how come we've not heard about it? It's only 3 years old. But in those 3 years, the company Prive has been able to expand into 83 countries around the world. And you can see Kenya is one of them. We have an headquarters, a private headquarters here in Kenya, which is based in Westlands, Mogotio Road. And the main headquarters of Prive International is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So next time you're visiting Kuala Lumpur, as you're going to see the Petronas Towers, please also look for this building, which is in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, so that you're able to visit our headquarters. Then also it's got country branches worldwide, and you're privileged that in Africa, it's here in Kenya, in Nairobi. Yes. Then this is the board of directors. We are very grateful to these visionaries because they were able to see far. They were able to see, can we take a solution that will resolve the problem of suffering in the world? Yes, we've got the chairman, the group vice president as well. Jimmy was here the other day, just like a month ago, actually, in February. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got, and let me tell you, we are so happy to hear that they don't sleep because they are always looking for a way to be step ahead of the technology. And there are many good things that are coming as we move forward. So you're in the right company. It's not a fly-by-night company. It's a company that also has, secured distribution rights for these products that we are talking about here today. So when we talk about Care, it's only Prive that is the official distributor worldwide. When we talk about Oxytap, it's again the official distributor worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. And with that said, thank you very much. I want to stop sharing the screen so that now we can be back here and be able to chat. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this call. I wanted to see if I'll be able to show you the iTerra Care so that you can be able to, some people ask, is it a very big gadget? Let me just see if I can open here so that I can show you how the iTerra Care looks like and the size. Great. So this is exactly how it is, as you can see. So it's a handheld device. Yes. And you just blow on your body, okay? Like you can be able to blow yourself, but also it's important if you get someone who can be able to help you with that. That's iTerra Care. And then when we talk about Oxytap, it's also a tabletop device. I hope you can see it right behind there. That's the one you can see there at the back, just under that name, Kilimani Wellness. I've been able to bend the camera so that you can be able to see it. Exactly. That's the Oxytap. So when we talk about these are gadgets that you can actually be able to use in your house. Yeah, yes, we're using these ones here in the office, but yes, I want you to know it's some gadgets you can be able to use in your house. Please get back to the person who invited you, and I want you to do this. Tell them two things. One, thank you. Thank you for changing my life and the life of my loved ones for good, because that's exactly what they've done. The information we've shared with you today, it's good information. If you make use of it, it's going to be very helpful to you. You'll avoid doctors, you'll avoid hospitalization, you'll be able to avoid medical bills, and guess what? You'll avoid pain. And of course, if you know your loved ones who are in pain, please let's also help them know about this information we've shared today. Then the number 2 you're going to tell the person who invited you is tell them, I want my iTerra care today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tell them I want my iTerra care today. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this call. We'll have this call again next week on Tuesday, but you're going to have another one tomorrow that's going to be done by Rooney. I don't know what the topic is going to be tomorrow. Rooney, maybe you can tell us what the topic is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, the topic will be on blood pressure.
Yes. So if you know anyone who has blood pressure problems, please invite them to that call. We'll use the same link that you got to join with today. Yes, the same Zoom ID, the same passcode. Please share with people who are experiencing that, or it could be your neighbors, could be your relatives, and most importantly, attend tomorrow with a notebook so that you can learn more on how you can be able to do that. We'll also have another call on Thursday. Yes, that's going to be done by Eric, same topic as today, as well as also Friday. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this call today. Unless there are any pressing questions, I will. Yes, Annie, you have something to.
Yeah, hi, I'm from Tanzania. I introduced Mary. She's online. She said she can't speak, she can't ask any questions in English. Can she speak in Swahili?
Yes, she can.
Mary, can you go ahead, please? Mary? Mary Amani from Tanzania.
Mary, tunakusikia, endelea tu, unaweza uliza. Najua lazima kuwe kuna mwalimu ambaye ako kwa huu mtandao na anaweza kujibu kwa Kiswahili. Unaweza endelea kuuliza tafadhali. Mary? As we wait for Mary, was there anyone else with a pressing question or comment?
Mary, kutoa ile unmute ile pale alafu ongea naye basi. Hello, Mary.
Ako kwa, okay, Mary ndio huyo. Na Mary, you can unmute.
Toa ile unmute ile, Mary.
Haya, hamna shida. Ani, kama
hapo unanisikia?
Yeah.
Okay, asante. Mimi nina tatizo la magoti, nashindwa kuchuchumaa na imekuwa ni tatizo karibia miaka miwili. Je, nikipata hiyo mashine itachukua muda gani kurecover magoti yangu?
Okay. Hilo ni swali nzuri sana Mary. So ningependa kukuhakikishia sasa umefika kwenye suluhu ya hilo shida, na sasa ile muda inaweza kuchukua, naweza kukusema inaweza kuchukua anything between 30 days maximum 90 days. Inaweza kuwa tu mpaka 90 days, lakini ikienda sana 120 days. Although kama shida imekuwa hapo kwa muda kuanzia 30 days mpaka 90 days. Inaweza kuwa mapema zaidi kuliko hivyo, lakini kwenda sana ni siku 90. Na naamini kwamba nimejibu swali lako. Though mwenye alikuita kwa huu mtandao pia anaweza kukusaidia zaidi. Yes. Lakini nataka ujue hicho kifaa kitakusaidia bila shaka.
Asante, basi nashukuru kwa hilo, nitaagizia.
Asante, karibu.
Aya, asante.
Okay, Francis.
Yeah. Okay.
Francis.
Hello.
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Nakusikia. We can hear you loud.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Francis, eh?
Yes, Francis.
Hello? This Francis,
we can
eh?
Yes, Francis.
I have a patient who was... hello?
We can hear you. It's your
me?
bandwidth that's low. No, it's on your side. As we can hear you loud and clear.
Hello. I have a patient who has schizophrenia. Can you get some help from you?
Okay. Okay, thank you for your question, Francis. I want to
Hello?
see if Professor Priscilla, are you around? Priscilla, are you able to unmute are you able to unmute? Priscilla? Priscilla, are you able to unmute?
Okay,
Yes,
hi.
Priscilla. Hi, Priscilla.
I have checks for phrenia, we call it.
Yes.
I would request that the concerned to really work out on itera care, because once you do the itera care and we work something out in our kitchen, we start by using it and commanding the healing cell or the healing ability of our bodies to stand out and solve our problem. So by that device and other products that we have like ProStem Cell, and using some of these things like Takara patches to cleanse the system, we are going to have it well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prof. So, Francis, there it is. You got your answer. Asante sana. All right, guys. Diana?
Hello. Hello,
Yes, Diana?
good evening.
Good
Yes,
evening.
evening. I wanted to find out, I have a daughter who has cerebral palsy. How can you help her?
Okay. Like you had, Rooney had answered that question earlier when he was talking about baby Israel, who was able to be helped using Iteracare and a number of other supplements that we have at Prive. So yes, I believe, yes, your daughter will be able to be helped using Iteracare primarily. And
I've
of
just
course,
joined now.
you've just joined. Okay, great.
Yes.
Now, okay, Prof. Priscilla, you able to unmute again? Sorry, Prof. Priscilla?
Yes, cerebral palsy, as our other best health coach has placed it, like Ronnie. If Ronnie is still around, can reassure with the experience they have in their clinic, together with most of the testimonies coming from Cynthia's Wellness Center, I think can give very best assurance. But cerebral palsy, with our terahertz frequency medicine, it has always proved to be the best.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So, Diana, please speak to the person who invited you, and they'll be able to help you to get your own Iteracare so that you can help your daughter from the house. Rooney, you have something to add?
Hello, Mr. Benard.
Yes, Rooney.
Yeah, I wanna ask, or I wanna ask if I can accumulate maybe some knowledge on regenerative medication, because I've understood some people have joined right now and maybe they are trying to address some specificalities in if this disease can the Iteracare help. And I will just say cumulatively like this. There's a current technology right now that has been developed by Korean scientists, and it's called a digital twin technology. And it's trying to simulate molecular mechanism that happen inside a cell. Guys, this way of regenerative medication has already been certified, but as Prive, we were even before that, because remember, the main or the key major biological processes, the molecular mechanism that happen within a cell, are what extrapolates, and if they are disrupted is what now show or develop to various kind of illnesses. Because we have seen that if we are addressing like a problem like heart attack, we can see where the heart attack has come from, the root cause. It may be the blockages, the atherosclerosis that is happening in your blood vessels. So this idea of regenerative medication, the way we are saying that it can help cure any disease, it's because your body self-healing process is what has been shattered. But using the regenerative elements that the Iteracare provides, the Oxytap provide, you are reinstating your body back to that position. So guys, your body has the position to self-heal in any kind of illness that attacks you. It's only that your cells are no longer in that state of self-healing like they were before. And that's why we say if the rate of apoptosis has to change the moment you reach this age of 25 years, you have to do something. You have to do something to reinstate your body back. And now we are using this technology to provide our body with that energy of self-healing. So if we ensure those molecular mechanisms, the biological process, which to be specific, the microcirculation, there must be good microcirculation inside cells for there to be good blood circulation within organs. So it had to start somewhere, because this biological process are what extrapolates to the other major process that happen in our organs. So we must understand that if we act to the cellular level and ensure everything is fine, now the whole body can self-heal. Hope I've addressed it cumulatively, guys. And we shall learn more in the next coming Zoom meetings, and we shall understand how this revolutionary regenerative elements will change the world. The future medication, medicine of frequencies, it's now. So it's just a matter of time, and we shall see the results. Yeah.
Asante sana. Thank you very much, Rooney. And then also we've got there was someone else on the call whose hand was up. I want to see who that is. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Rebecca. Yes, Rebecca?
Yes, Mr. Benard.
Yes, Rebecca.
My name is Rebecca. I have a client who has tumors in the breast, both breasts. And I've been using the Iteracare. The tumors are disappearing. They are loosening and disappearing. But I wanted to be guided. How long should I do it continuous on the breast? Just to guide me.
Okay. Priscilla or Rooney?
Hi, Energy Kiraithe.
Yes.
Kindly rephrase the question.
Yes. Rebecca?
Yes. Sorry, I was saying I have a client who has tumors in the breast. And I've been using the therapy, Iteracare. The results are good, but I wanted to be guided. How long, what is the duration to use the Itera on one breast? What is the duration? 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
I'll answer that. It will be just 2 minutes on a specific part. So if it's your arm, you blow it for 2 minutes, you change to another part. So 2 minutes maximum.
And you can't go back?
You can. It's only that if you blow for 2 minutes, actually in a specific area, you have already addressed the healing that you would want from that specific plant. The only thing maybe you can do is try to regulate some schedules where you shall or have many sessions in a day of you blowing the Iteracare.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's now our time to close this call. Thank you for joining us. Join us again. Like we said, tomorrow we are going to be speaking about high blood pressure. So Rooney will be taking that call. And also we'll have this call again next week on Tuesday. Let's, help people free pain from themselves. Thank you. I want to wish each and everyone a very good night.